Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We're gonna be seeking some knowledge. We're gonna read some quotes from books. We're gonna be doing some stuff. Inshallah, let's do a lot of live streams. Seeking knowledge. And read books. Read books of fiqh, right? Read books, for example, in here, Zad al-Ma'ad, right? Zad al-Ma'ad. This is tafsir on the Quran. This is, the belief of the Shia in comparison to the Quran, the Sunnah, and the authentic history, right? Road to Happiness. Many books we can gain knowledge from. Right. The first thing I want to do is, talk about something important here. The first thing I want to talk about is something important, and it's mentioned nothing here. In this book called, right, as you see in this book over here, if you go to page 10, I see the claim, Muslim women, the kuffar, the Nasara, they love to make fun of, the Christians, they love to make fun of Muslim women. If we read what this says in this book on page 10, it says that Christian patriarchies of women and conjugal relationship were not only opposed to human nature, but unnatural to the extreme. Their basic doctrine was that woman was the mother of sin and root cause of all evil. She was the primary cause of stimulating man towards sin and corruption, and thus led him to hell. All human ills and troubles emanated from her. The mere fact of her being a woman was enough to render her distasteful. She should feel ashamed of her beauty and charms, for these served as means to satanic temptations. She should therefore keep on atoning constantly for her inherent sins, because she was responsible for causing all human ills and misfortunes in the world. Remember, as you see in Christianity doctrine, as you see in this book, right? Page 10, this is a print. This was printed in old print, 1974, guys, 1974. In this very book itself, it says that, women, right, are responsible for causing all human ills and misfortunes in the world. Right? She is the primary cause towards sin and corruption. Women in Christianity. This is women in Christianity. Right? Women in Christianity is called the root of all evil. Right? And they have the audacity to talk about Islam. If the author of this book called two church fathers, so I don't know how to say this name, it's Tertullian. He says he was an early church father of the Christian church. He said that women opens the door to satanic temptations, leads men to the forbidden tree, breaks the law of God, and creates man the image of God. Another church father, who is one of the Greek fathers of the church, his name is Saint John Chrysostom. You see him? He says that she is an inevitable evil, an internal mischief, an attractive calamity, a domestic risk, a charming and decorated misfortune. As you can clearly see here that two of the church fathers are clearly describing women as basically evil, devils. Like, they're basically scum of the earth, the way they treat them, That's just really pathetic. Yet if I bring a fatwa by Ibn Baz, Ibn Baz and a few other scholars, they said in the books I have on my shelf, they mentioned that women are, good people. They're good. Islam give the perfect rights for women. They do everything. The women, Islamic rights for women is amazing. All right. So that's the thing. It's like our scholars look how they talk about women. They talk good about women in Islam, and we have Christian church fathers saying this disgusting filth about women, and they want to say that Islam oppresses women. Very funny, right? Again, this is page 10 of this book, right? It's really pathetic. Two church fathers have said this, right? It's really pathetic. Yeah. What is the book name here? You can take a screenshot. I'll give you from the book inside if you want. It's Parada and the Status of Women in Islam by Abul Ala al-Maududi. That's an old print. It's yeah. So another thing I want to talk about is in this book. This is by Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani. This is Preparing for the Day of Judgment. All right, it's a short book, small book. I want to quote two ethers of what Ibn Hajar quotes some people saying. On page 16, Ibn Hajar says, on the authority of some wise men, he says, on the authority of some wise men, there are 4 things that are good, but these 4 things can be even better. For example, the man who is modest, that's good. But the women who dress modest is even better. See, as you see, it further says that the rich, if they are generous, the rich, if they're generous, that is good. But then, if a poor person is generous, that is better. Right? I think the point goes on. It talks about how things, like for women, if they are cover their proper hijab, they do the proper hijab. That's better than if a man does it. If a poor person shows generosity, that's even better if a rich man does it, right? Now look, it's over here. We were just reading something in a Christian book, about how women are treated bad. Now here, look, we have here this book treating women good, right? The next author says that things that are bad, right, or ugly, and these things can be even worse or even uglier. For example, when a young man sins, that's ugly, that's bad. But if an old man sins, that's even uglier, right? If a man, if a ignorant man is preoccupied with the world, that's ugly, that's bad. But if a scholar is preoccupied with the world, that's even uglier. It then says that if a man is lazy to obey Allah's commands, that's ugly, that's sinful. But if a scholar or a student of knowledge is lazy, that's even worse. Right? And then pretty much it gives other qualities, but that's really the ones I want to address today, as you see in this. All right. It's really interesting. Give me 1 minute. I have to get something. Oh, my leg. Right. Oh man. And the last thing I should like to talk about in here is when a rich man is ignorant or stubborn or is not grateful, that's a sinful. But if a poor man, no, if a poor man is wait. Let me just read that again. I think I mixed up the two words. I'm sorry. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Oh, basically, what's that word? I forgot the English word for this. My English terminology is not good. But that's what I wanted to talk about, how things attributed to people, for example, a young man, if they sin, that's bad. But if an old man sin, that's even worse. Why? Because a young man is unexperienced, unmature. He's not mature, right? He's immature. An old man is experienced and more mature. So it's even worse. And plus, an old man is the role model of the young. So when the old man is the role model is sinning, doing bad, that's bad, right? Also, one more thing I like to mention here in the author above, it says that when a scholar or a sheikh or an alim is repenting to Allah, that's good, right? That's good. But what's even better is that if the youth repent, if the youth repent. Now you put that in consideration. What's better is that the youth repent than the sheikh. Why? Because the sheikh, for example, he already reached the status of, the high status in worshiping Allah and knowing Allah's book and so on. But the youth, we're not sheikh, we're not student, we're just kids, right? We're young. It's better for us to repent. That's even better. That's one thing I'd like to mention, right? And this can be found in Preparing for the Day's Judgment by Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani. Page 16 page 16. Page 16, chapter 4. Let's read some comments. Where do you get your books from? My books? I get them everywhere. There's not really a specific location. I get them everywhere. Right. Yeah. Get them everywhere. Yeah, so I think I'll end the stream now. Only just to I want to share some knowledge around. I think I'll do streams like this all the time just to give people knowledge and everything. Right? So yeah. So I guess I'll see you guys later. Alright. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.